welcome to the... I can't believe
Episode 5, I think?
Four.
And it's a very dadly episode.
Yeah, it's Father's Day weekend, so we're in lieu of our original set of games, which for once we will actually be able to tell you what the next set of games will be. We picked out a bunch of dad games, so that'll be fun.
Just a disclaimer, we're recording on Saturday. It's going up on Monday. But we
it's still the Father's Day weekend.
But we did record this before Father's Day, so
that's what matters. So who wants to drone on about their week?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll go first and we'll just clockwise it.
That's fine.
What's your name? Where are you coming from?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from the basement. Thank you. It is me, your boy, Jacob.
I do not see you as a frog or on a bike. You cannot be that boy.
No. I'm going to be the boy. And it's a unicycle, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, shit, what up? Anyway, that meme is stupid.
It's a great meme.
Anyway, so I've spent the last week pretty much just playing visual novels.
Which ones?
They were both panty related. So the first one I played was Punchline, which is written by the same guy who wrote the Zero Escape games. And I'm not going to describe it because it's better to go in blind, but the one thing I can say about it is if you see panties twice, 7 billion people will die.
Same panties or just panties in general?
Panties twice.
Well, if you say it twice.
No, if you see them.
I'm so lost.
I want to say that's worth it.
It might be. And then the other game I played was Kododama, The Seven Mysteries of Fujisawa.
And that has to do with panties.
Yes, surprisingly.
Okay, because I was hoping you played Panzer Hunter, because that game's fucking hilarious.
No, so anyway, this is, it's basically Bejeweled.
Oh.
And you're solving mysteries. And you know how, like, Japanese high schools have their 7 mysteries of the school and whatnot? It's that.
Oh.
And then for some reason you play Bejeweled to take clothes off of people.
Of course.
And then, you know, there's... I don't know. The plot was interesting. The game was bad. I wouldn't recommend it. And then finally I watched Raiga, God of the Monsters. And I don't know if it was supposed to be a parody or if it was just a bad movie, but it's basically Godzilla except bad. I would recommend it wholeheartedly.
Okay.
You're recommending something that's bad?
Yes.
Okay, so what just for context, what was that movie that they keep comparing the monster to a battleship?
That is the Giant Claw.
Okay.
It's as big as a battleship.
Okay, but like in that realm of like terrible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is not very good. Like the monster shows up, they blow it to hell with missiles, and then 2 months later the guy is just selling shirts with the monster on it. And he made $2,000 in one day. Also, I think one of the actors, so the guy has 3 daughters, and I'm pretty sure one of them is supposed to be in elementary school, because they say she's in elementary school, but she looks like she's 20. In fact, she might be 20.
Oh my god.
It is really bad, I don't understand it, and I love it. That's how I spent my week.
All right.
Panties and giant monsters.
I had a lot to say this week. I'm proud of you.
All right.
I tried.
So I'll go next. I'm Aaron. I'm calling from the basement as well. Last week, I don't know if you guys heard me because the audio was all fucked up. That was my bad. I was talking about Final Fantasy, how I liked it. Well, I almost beat it. I got an hour and a half left. Got to the end. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this boss. So I gave up on Final Fantasy. Phil knows because I told him about you're on a motorcycle. That's all I'm going to give you.
Yeah, I mean,
Vroom, vroom.
I'm the jackass that wants to beat it on hard mode, so you know.
Yeah, and I can't even beat it on easy mode, so I'm like, fuck that. Started Last of Us 2. I won't get into much details,
But it's the best game ever made.
At least somebody's playing it.
I've heard it was pretty not so good so far.
It's the best game ever made.
the
You might as well just stop making video games now. You're not going to pass it.
All I hear is that people don't like the story.
All I'll tell you is that after this podcast, we're all going golfing. So,
What?
yeah, we're all going golfing.
So one of us might not return next week.
Yeah, so we're all going golfing.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
ruin it.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it.
Okay.
Don't ruin it. You're right. I think that's about really all of my week, I didn't do too much. We watched. Well, I guess last thing we watched a Studio Ghibli film on the.
I don't think it was Ghibli. It was
I
G
think-
Kids.
The G Kids, but I think they're related to Studio Ghibli. I didn't do my research, but yes, it's a good film, but there's no
You're
consistency.
not going to tell them what it's called?
Oh no, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it's called the Satellite Girl and the Milk Cow.
Yes.
Yes. If you guys get a chance, just watch the trailer because everything that's interesting is in that trailer, and all the jokes hit right there. It's about 1:10. So.
Oh, it is an experience.
That's all I got.
All right, my name's also Aaron, but I'm the better Aaron. Just gonna start by saying that. Also, hail from the basement. My week, kind of the same as the week before. Still haven't gotten my bed because I don't know. They said it'd be 7 to 10 days. It's probably due to COVID. It's late.
Somebody's sleeping on there like, this is a nice fucking bed.
Yeah, the truck driver.
It goes to the store first, but
Okay, so the sales manager.
all right. But I've been playing the Pokemon DLC. Pretty short, in my opinion. Yeah, really damn short. I beat it in like an hour. But
Yeah, you paid $30 for it too.
that was for both DLCs.
Yeah.
But did you buy the right DLC? Did you buy the...
I bought the sword one.
Okay.
If you have that version, it recommends you buy that one.
Okay. Because I know that was a big...
You'd have to be pretty dumb to buy the wrong DLC.
I know it was a big controversy that, like, I can't believe Nintendo made 2 DLCs
Yeah.
for the same game.
To be honest, it's kind of stupid.
Oh, so
I
if-
prefer
so if you buy-
third versions.
If you got Shield and you buy the Sword version...
You can't play it?
You can't play it.
Holy shit.
And they're not offering refunds.
Holy
Let's see what else I do. I started Breath of the Wild's Master Mode.
Damn it.
If you haven't bought Breath of the Wild's DLC, I highly recommend doing it.
Oh, you looking at me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're right. I haven't bought it.
Well, Master Mode's really
I
fun.
haven't bought it either.
It really challenges your skill in that game. Really requires you to think and play harder.
You think I got skill?
Yes.
You think I got the ability to think?
You beat Zelda 2. It's the hardest Zelda game.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let's see what else. I went to 5 different stores to look for Hyrule Warriors on the Switch, and nobody had it.
And you just didn't download it?
No, I want an actual copy
You
of the
didn't
game.
just go see the hobo under the bridge?
No, but that was a great analogy.
That was an analogy. I was literally telling you to go talk to the hobo under the bridge.
What bridge?
I want to live.
The bridge.
Wait, you thought hobos dangerous?
The
Yes.
bridge with the hobo underneath it.
Man, I don't.
Well, no, I guess hobos
It's
aren't.
outside of Hyrule Castle.
All right, whatever.
Sometimes he just gives you a bottle.
Okay, this is a reference I'm not getting.
Not a Zelda fan over here, are we now?
It's in your favorite Zelda game, though.
Link's Awakening.
No!
Yes, there's a hobo under the bridge that gives you a bottle.
Oh, does he do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
That's
thinking,
in Link's Awakening.
I was thinking
Okay,
more of the
'cause
one
I
in Link to
don't-
the Past.
He might not be a hobo, but there's... Wait.
There's one in Link to the Past,
Oh god.
and you go under there and he gives you a bottle.
It's been way.
It might
too
be
long.
Link to the Past, but
I'm pretty
I
sure.
might have got it mixed
Camping
up.
there or something?
It's
He's
the
a
same
hobo.
hero, so who cares?
Either way.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
I should care, but that's my week. Phil, go ahead.
Alright, so what the hell have I been doing? I kept playing Outer Worlds for Switch. Holy hell, I only play that game on my TV because it doesn't play well, and it doesn't play well in handheld mode. The Switch is not made for shooters. Like the
But
Joy-Cons.
it's very beautiful, right?
No.
When I walked by your room to go to the bathroom, I thought you were playing on the PS4, so I guess I didn't notice.
I mean, it looks pretty decent. You can tell it's downscaled, but it looks pretty good when you use it on your TV. I'm back up to. I basically have like the last planet and then the end game to do.
Are the loading times in that game still trash?
They're not amazing. They're
Okay.
not Bloodborne.
They were
levels.
awful when I played it.
Because I remember on the PS4 they were very not good.
Yeah, the Switch it's all right. Some of the loading times do allow me to go up and go to the bathroom though. So yeah, that's a thing. But I also started the DLC. I started the DLC that in Shield because I like my team more in Shield, and then I went and beat the champion because I wanted to do that. And then I came back and suddenly everything was level 60, and I was like, oh, great. still everything was a cakewalk. Fuck, the dojo is a joke.
So it's a dojo?
You don't like the Dojo Master Mustard?
I don't... He seems not interesting. I mean,
Is he also a dojo?
He makes some really funny jokes, though.
The puns were alright. As a person who loves puns, I thought they were okay. The real highlight was the fucking Squirtle saying drip.
Vine.
And Bulbasaur saying Vine, and I'm like, well, I'm naming the Squirtle Drip. Like, that's just set in stone. But yeah, I want to go to the towers and figure out how the hell you open those. I want to do them because they're there, but they won't let me in.
Well, you need the other expansion pass.
I have the frickin' I have. Okay, hold on. What?
The other one.
The other one.
The one that says Open Doors expansion pass.
You need the sword and the shield expansion pass. Okay?
I have both because I'm an idiot.
You gotta have both.
So you gave him $60?
I gave them $60 because I own both sword and shield.
He gave him $180.
Did you?
That's the
why do
problem.
you own both?
Because I originally bought both and gave one to my ex.
Oh.
And then I realized that Shield had most of the Pokemon I cared about, and it's the red version, so I was like, I'm getting Shield. So I grabbed Shield, and then proceeded to use Cinderace and not use an Arcanine. So, you know.
I was gonna say, Shield's got the better legendary.
I was originally Team Grookey, but then like the more I used Cinderace, I was like, you know what? I'm Team Scorbunny. Right. Cinderace is the best of the 3 starters. I'm just
Grookey's the
with
grass one, right?
Bureau and...
Fuck you.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, fuck you. Grookey's the good guy.
I mean, yeah. If
No.
His name does start with G. Ergo, he's the good guy.
I think Rillaboom's HA
don't hear this
is
shit.
Grass Surge.
This is Phil's time.
I don't know.
And that's pretty good. But I'm sorry, Inteleon is just bad.
Don't you talk about my boy, Mr. Wet.
Inteleon is not bad.
He's not bad. He's just the least.
Don't
good.
you talk bad about my
That
boy,
is
Mr.
true.
Wet.
It's one of the better water starters. I mean, it won't stand up to Protean Greninja, but then again, most things won't.
Nobody can. Sorry, Protean Greninja's the best.
But Libero Cinderace is definitely fascinating, especially when I started to look through its learn set and realized it can learn Gunk Shot, and I'm like, oh.
Stab, high jump kick.
Yeah, there's some stab acrobatics if you don't give it a held item.
I lost a battle because of it though, because it missed, and I died due to the recoil damage from missing. I was very upset.
God, that would suck. Yeah, but I mean, right now it's just I'm enjoying playing Pokemon. I got a Scizor, and I'm trying to build a team to bust through the battle tower so I can hyper train everybody. But yeah, that's pretty much what's happened for me.
Nice.
Other than my personal crap, which I won't talk about. So,
Is it time for the dad games?
I think it is dad time.
Wow, that was pretty bad.
It is the time of dad. So we begin.
The dadliest time.
The deadliest time.
Oh, before we begin, we got 6 games on this list this week. Usually it's 5, so everybody's got an extra 2 points to give to a game.
Mm-hmm.
So, just keep in mind when you're counting on. The past 3 episodes, there's only been 5, and this one's 6. It doesn't make sense. So
It's a very special episode.
It's
It
very,
is.
very special.
We couldn't find another thing to drop, so we decided to put it in.
We're all fathers here.
I used to be a stepdad.
Brent's
Sort of.
not here, though. He was a father of 2.
Wait, what?
What?
He's a father of 2.
Is this a joke?
It's an
No.
inside. It's an inside
Yeah.
joke.
Okay.
Jay forgot that only one person knows that joke.
No, it's funnier when they don't know it.
Only you guys know Brennan. I really don't know him
Because
anymore.
they just look at me like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, because I'm like, really? That man has 2 children?
He actually has more than 2.
More like 8 billion.
Is the joke like he calls some people
No,
his kids?
That is not the joke, actually. I will explain the joke later.
Okay.
Meeting next week because he'll forget.
Yeah, probably.
Stop doing that. All right. Let's get this dad train on the road or tracks or whatever. We begin with Bioshock 2. Who wants to explain why this is a dad game?
Well, I mean, you are the biggest daddy.
That is true.
You are a very big daddy.
But the big sisters are...
Well, they're not dads.
Well,
It's
no,
true, they're not dads.
But they're better than dads according to Bioshock?
I don't think so, considering you, as the big daddy, kill like 7 of them.
But it's supposed to be a challenge, so it's implied to me that the big sisters are supposed to be better.
I mean, they are faster.
The first one's a challenge, but then once you figure them out, it's like, yeah, you're going down.
I have not played Bioshock 2.
You haven't played Bioshock 2?
I couldn't get through Bioshock 1.
I've never
Well,
played
you don't ha-
Bioshock.
You don't have to play Bioshock 1 to know Bioshock 2. They're somewhat separate.
So I played Bioshock 1 first, but only on a friend's 360. And so the first actual Bioshock game that I played fully was Bioshock 2. And I think it's going back to being an enjoyable game. At the time, people were like, "Why the fuck is there a number 2?" But basically, you get if you play Bioshock 1, the biggest enemy in the game was the Big Daddy, and you didn't want to take them on because they would wreck you.
They would kill you.
They would
like,
basically kill you.
immediately.
Yeah,
And
So it was
so
a thing you just like. I'm just gonna walk away from this guy.
if only.
and Big Daddies are assigned to sister.
Yeah, they are assigned to the little sisters,
And
which is weird considering I don't know who they're supposed to be the sister to, not the big daddy, because that'd be weird.
And so with the little sisters, if they get taken away, the Big Daddy goes basically
Into a fit of rage and
Rage.
murders everything.
Yeah. So
It's also got a really big ass drill.
Yes.
and there's multiple of them, but I only know of the one that's on the cover.
Pierce the heavens.
But in this game, you
Those two have no idea what you're talking about.
That's fine.
in this game,
I'm still surprised you watched it.
the sister gets taken away, so you have to go down and basically destroy all of Rapture to find your little sister.
To find your specific little sister?
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Actually,
it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad of a game. I don't remember anything from it.
I really don't remember.
It blends a lot with the first one.
Yeah.
Because it's basically the same setting.
That's probably why they went the way they did with Infinite.
But anyway, so we're all done talking about this now? Since the two people who played it have now said their piece, and the two people who have not played it.
I mean, Big Daddies are cool. That's what I got.
That's what I like to hear.
I dig drills. Get it? Yeah. I blame Gurren. No, I don't blame Gurren for that pun. I blame Gurren for liking drills. Because otherwise I'm a sore boy.
And again, they just look at you like I have no idea what's talking about.
It's fine. They'll find out at some point.
No, they won't.
I'll force.
All right. So what'd you give it, Aaron?
I gave it a 2.
2? Sweet.
Ah, yes, because of the 2 in the title. I see.
Phil,
Mostly, yes.
Phil, what'd you give it?
I give it a 0.
0. That's
I
fine.
gave it a 1.
1, and I gave it a 5.
Wow, 8. It's already past the point of mediocrity.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's an 8. It is officially above Banjo Pilot. Our line in the sand.
Yeah, our point of mediocrity.
Oh my god. Alright. Bioshock 2 at an 8. And so we move on to Final Fight. Would someone like to explain how the hell Final Fight is a dad game? Because
So, one of the playable characters is Mayor Mike Hager.
did you just try to call him like McHagger?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And, so he's the dad of the girl who gets kidnapped.
He has a great mustache, too.
He does have a great mustache.
In a pipe.
Yes.
Yes.
He refuses to wear shirts.
That's fine.
I know.
Suspenders. No shirt.
Yes.
I'm
And Mike Hager is pretty badass.
He's
And
like
he's a dad.
Yeah.
he's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of video games.
But he's super American.
Yes.
He feels really American.
And anyway, the plot of Final Fight is girl gets kidnapped, 3 people go to save her, well, the only one we care about is Hager.
Cody in
Yes.
Final Fight 1?
Yes.
I have a better analogy. It's like if they made Taken into a video game.
It's more of if they took Final Fight and made it into a movie. Yeah, Final Fight. And then
Yeah,
made it
'cause
into
it
a
came out
movie, and then
first.
you get Taken.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Taken's not really...
Except imagine Liam Neeson like super buff,
I was
and
gonna
just like
say.
power bombing everybody.
Yeah, it would have to be much more bombastic to be Final Fight, because Taken's a bit more...
If they make a movie of Final Fight, Liam Neeson needs to be in it. It literally just needs to be Taken, but Final Fight.
God. I don't think Liam Neeson can get big enough to be like Mike Hagar. I just don't see
Not
it.
with that attitude.
Dude, I mean,
Well,
it's the face. The face doesn't work.
I'm pretty sure Liam Neeson could grow a good mustache.
I bet he could, but...
Like a Sam Elliott mustache.
I don't know. Well,
I don't know where our fourth member went.
Yeah, I'm wondering...
He just kind of like vacated the premises.
So I'm kind of hesitant to just start throwing out scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh, here he comes.
Alright. A marker.
I thought I had a pen in my room. Didn't have a pen. So I had to go upstairs, and I was doing pretty well. He kept talking.
Oh.
Well, we seem to have gotten done with it.
Yeah, we're done with...
So anyway,
I have nothing to add. I did.
We pretty much said everything.
Yeah.
I'll go first. I gave it a 3.
I gave it a 2.
I actually gave it a 0.
I gave it a 0 as well.
Nah, so it sits at 5.
5. Damn.
Final 5.
Well, let's see. Where is it stuck with Tales of Berseria and State of Decay 2?
Huh, wow.
People who love beat 'em ups are grumpy.
Yeah.
Alright. So, the next on our list, God of War. Specifically, the newest one.
Yeah, it's on 18s.
Yes.
The one that got Game of the Year.
Holy shit. That game is great, and I never beat it. I'm so sad I didn't.
It's got a great ending too.
Oh, yeah, I got to, I ended up watching it because I realized I wasn't going to get back to it.
So do we need to explain why this is a dad game, or?
Well, Kratos is the worst father ever, and,
I
He
don't know
is.
if he's the worst.
He's not the worst.
Because, I mean,
He's not
Heihachi
Goku.
exists.
Okay,
Goku also exists.
but Goku didn't kill his kids.
Heihachi
He
did.
abandoned his kids to train.
Heihachi tried to kill his kids
But
multiple
but
times.
Goku does care
Yeah.
about his kids. This, I don't know if Kratos
He wants to
cared.
ignore Heihachi. He wants to ignore Tekken.
Okay, I don't. Heihachi's a. Well, okay, but
the
in
end of-
Tekken 7.
At the end of one of his routes in like the first game, he literally throws his kid off a cliff,
Oh yeah, I know. It's shitty.
and then his kid comes back to throw him off a cliff. It's great.
Okay, my problem with Kratos is that he's kind of a shitty dad. He's a really shitty person. But when we get to the latest God of War, you get to see the evolution of that, where he gets a do-over.
He got to level 36.
Yeah, and he has a new kid, and now he has to try and be a parent when he's dealing with his past. And it's very, very fun, especially with all the banter and playing off of Kratos being so freaking serious.
And you know,
That game's fucking hard. Boy.
and from
That's all I
Boy.
with you know with the first 3 God of Wars, he's killing all the gods of Olympus.
Yeah.
And in this game, he's like, okay, I'm done killing. I just want to raise a kid. And
Yeah.
who's the guy? It's not Thor, but Thor's brother.
Is it Baldur?
It might be-
Balder's the main antagonist.
Oh, so who's the guy who shows up?
Balder.
Okay,
So when Baldur
I haven't played it enough to.
when Baldur shows up, he basically antagonizes Kratos, and Kratos is like, "No, I'm not gonna fight you. You know, I'm just here. Leave me the fuck alone."
Mhm.
And you know, he's like, "No, you're gonna fight me."
Well, because they're after something that Kratos has.
And so
His swag.
So Kratos actually, in like the first time in his life, had restraint, but then he had to actually pick a fight, and then I don't remember what all happened, but
It's a good fight.
it's a good fight, and this isn't spoilers, but Well, okay, it is spoilers. You beat him, but you don't really beat him.
Well, yeah, anybody who knows Baldur's story knows that she doesn't just get beat up.
True. But if you were to have a camera that could adjust off the screen, when Baldur falls down the cliff, he's got double middle fingers. So I'm just like that. That's funny.
Yeah.
But
no, I mean, like it's an excellent game. It is just a little bit too hard.
That's what I heard. I heard it was pretty difficult.
I play Souls games, and that game kicked my fucking ass. And that's not to say that like Souls games are so hard. They're really not.
I've played harder games.
Yeah.
Usually games with difficulty levels.
Yeah.
Those ones don't know how to do difficulty correctly.
Yeah.
and this is one of the. I don't want to say the first games, but it's probably one of the first ones where actually it masked the loading screens. Because I didn't even think about it.
Oh, it happens all the time, and like last gen.
But like when you're going from one part to the next, you just basically crawl through like a canyon or something. You know, so that's a loading screen.
Yeah, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland did that back on the GameCube.
It wasn't. You know, that was like
that was their big selling point. Hey, no loading screens.
But like a game like God of War, I mean that's pretty impressive. But
for how it looks, yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful game. It's my favorite part of it.
and let's just say the one character we haven't talked about is the headless guy. I don't remember his name.
You mean the head?
The
Not
head?
The headless. The head.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yes. Aaron doesn't know words.
No,
I'm talking about the other Aaron, not me.
What did I do?
He's just trying to get ahead in this conversation.
But
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, whatever his name was.
We'll call him Steve.
He definitely adds some humor to the game.
It's much needed because Kratos tells bad stories. Very bad stories.
And let's just say the head's a lot better than the Lollipop Chainsaw. Don't throw it out there.
I've never touched
You're
that
not
game.
wrong.
I got that achievement for looking up the skirt.
You didn't have to come out and say it. You could have.
I'm not.
Aaron,
There's
I've
nothing-
already come out and
I'm
said
not
I played
ashamed
2
of it.
panty games this week.
I'm not ashamed of it at all, dude. It's like
It's
an
an
accident.
achievement. It's fucking whatever.
It's just some things.
I mean, you gotta do it in Nier as well.
Can you just blow her
There was an
dress off?
achievement in Dead Rising 2 for looking at porn for I think for like a solid 5 minutes.
Okay, well, anyway, now we're getting off topic.
So I guess I'll go first. I gave God of War a 5.
I gave it a 2.
I gave it a 5.
Yikes.
I
gave it a negative.
I knew it!
Because it beat Red Dead 2 for Game of the Year. Fuck that game. That game sucks. Red Dead 2 deserved it. It won like 5 other awards.
Would you like to
5.
Would you like to know what God of War's final score is?
Yeah, it sits on the point of mediocrity.
It starts at 7, right?
Fuck that game. That will not reach the top.
Oh my god, fucking.
Just remember, bitch boy, Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming soon.
What do you mean
I'm kidding.
soon?
I'm
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You mean the first one?
Oh my god. Alright.
I'm sorry. I forgive
How can you win like 4 or I was in like 4? I think it was 4 other awards and not win Game of the Year.
It's easy to call Death Stranding.
Because they
Because it was really long. I don't fucking know.
It's an amazing game. It's way
I
better
don't know,
than God
I
of
get
War.
it. A lot
I
of people
get it.
complained
You
about
love-
it.
I get it. You love the horse testicles. I get it. And you're disappointed that
I
the
mean-
horse testicles didn't get an award.
You love a muscular God Slayer.
Yes, I'll take a
Yes.
muscular god slayer
That
over
beats
horse
the
testicles.
shit out of things with a fucking axe that you can throw like the Thor's hammer. Fucking. I'm sorry. God of War is just more of my alley.
That's still like a 12, isn't it?
No, it's a 7.
It's at a 7.
Oh, I think 5.
We were at a 12.
No, I gave it a 2.
And then you
Oh.
gave it a negative 5, so now it's up there with fucking Banjo
Well, fuck
Pilot.
that game then. I'm happy. Banjo Pilot's better.
the point of mediocrity. That's all that matters.
That's a really bad reason to hate a game. I just love to say that. God of War is probably a great game. I just haven't played it.
It is surprisingly fantastic. I might go back to it, maybe. I mean, and the long list of things that I need to go back to. All right. Next is Octo Dad.
Dadly a sketch.
Not
You can wear a tuxedo in that game.
wow.
So
Selling point.
So
It is a selling point.
basically, the game is
It's Surgeon Simulator, but you're an octopus.
And you're kind of doing puzzles to get around people. And
You've got to remain undetected that you are in fact an octopus.
You're like the only octopus in the world, pretty much.
And you walk on dry land.
Are those
his
his kids, or is he?
I'd like to assume
I
they
don't.
are. I'd like to assume they are in fact his kids, his biological children.
Okay, because I always assumed it was, and then I'm like, maybe they're not.
You are in fact the dadliest catch.
I like to assume he just got freaky in the aquarium.
I mean,
The woman got freaky in the aquarium,
I mean-
and then she brought him out.
I mean, to be fair, he's not called Octo Stepdad, so I mean,
Octo
you
Stepdad.
have to assume
The sequel.
True.
You have
The
to
sequel, Octo Stepdad.
But- okay,
That would be
so-
dark.
so the only-
because that would mean he got divorced.
The only reason I say that is because in the game you have to stealth around people. You know, they'll start looking at you going, well, that dude's walking funny. I mean, these people are all stupid. You can't tell that he's not a real person. But, like, your kids will look at you and go, wait a minute. Is he an octopus?
Wait, what?
Yeah, your kids will even eye
That's
you.
weird.
That's
Average
why I
AI.
asked the question if they're your kids or not.
The most common AI in all of existence in video games. Wait a minute, did I just see that? No, I didn't. I'm gonna look away and go
By the
back
way,
to what I was doing.
I will say one
I
thing.
took an arrow to the
Fuck
face.
the market area.
Just seeing things. Fucking.
So just to be clear, nobody here's actually played this, right?
I
No.
I saw a
Yeah.
solid review of it that literally detailed everything about the game. That's why I know what it is.
I played up until probably, like I said, the market area where the guy's like trying to get you because he knows you're an octopus. He's like, I want sushi, and he chases you, and I'm like,
Wow.
I just love how it's literally I am bread, but you're an octopus.
I think it's more Surgeon Simulator, but they're all in the same.
It's that kind of.
They're all in the same
puzzle
wonky
game, though.
control games.
I don't think we. Just gonna go just off just a second.
Okay.
I don't think. Did we bring up Bug Snacks last week in the podcast?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Well.
Which is
If
which influenced my rating of this game.
Okay. Because if you see what Bug Snacks is like, it looks just like this game. So.
Weenie hands. fucking weenie hands. God damn it.
My weenie hands.
I couldn't do much on account of my weenie hands.
All right, so
All right.
I gave it a 2 just because there was other games that I liked more.
I also gave it a 2.
I gave it a -5.
Fuck you, Phil. God damn, I gave it a 5.
Okay, so
So
it's
it's
4.
I
Yeah,
wanted it to be God of War so bad.
It's gonna happen.
it almost got to the point of mediocrity.
It is the only 4,
Nice.
so it gets to just sit on its own.
That's our first 4.
Yes.
That's actually kind of
I
shocking.
don't even know why I'm writing these
Weird.
down because I'm about to get them for Phil anyways.
I don't know.
After I went upstairs, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right, because I'm going to write the other games with it. The editing, but I'll get it from you.
All right. Last, but not.
We've got two.
We got 2 more.
2 more.
We got
Yeah.
Red Dead and what else?
Yeah, that's right.
Yakuza.
I'm excited to talk about Yakuza. But Red Dead Redemption 1, even though my number made it confusing.
Okay.
I
I can start with that. Okay, it's not really much about a father and son bonding game. It's more or less like you're trying to literally hunt down and kill old members of your gang from the second game so you can get back to your wife and child. And you pretty much end up teaching your son how to be a man.
No.
That's pretty much the only way there's a father-son bond. And your son, spoilers, kills the guy that killed the government agent that kills you. Essentially, his father, John Marston, didn't want him to become an outlaw, and essentially he does. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've only played the zombie version of it.
That's a good DLC. I liked it. Get a ride a unicorn.
Oh, I didn't get to that part.
I've got really nothing to say about it.
I think the only thing I've actually seen is Red Dead Revolver, so I literally have nothing on it.
Wow, that's
okay.
weird. The three of us have nothing to say about Red Dead, one of the best games ever made.
So I guess I'll say this, since Aaron already spoiled the ending, which was fine. Which it's an old game, it's 10 years old. I say probably the best scene, I think, in a long time is just you walking out and seeing all the people surrounded you, and then they're like, yeah, this dude's he's not gonna get up. We're gonna blast him from all angles. He's gonna become like a giant cheese.
The reason I love Red Dead Redemption so much is because it defines its title in both games so well. It's just both men redeem themselves so much. They throw their old life away and sacrifice them. They both become so selfless and sacrifice themselves for the people they love. It just literally flat out defines its title. And it's really good at storytelling and character development.
Notice how he doesn't care about how God of War does the exact same thing.
I haven't played it. I don't own a PlayStation.
The God of War.
Yeah.
I don't own a PlayStation.
I mean,
Just saying. God of War.
Don't make it an exclusive. Exclusivity is a thing of the past. It shouldn't be like that anymore.
yeah,
It's not. I mean, if it's made by the company,
That wasn't like a mimicking thing. I really do think exclusivity should be a thing of the past. I really do think it should be.
If a company makes games and they also make game systems, of course they're going to make games for their game system.
Why would Nintendo put Mario on the PS4?
Okay, that's not really exclusivity.
What? What? I don't even know where
that's
we're
the
going.
definition of
I'm
exclusivity. Just because it's never been anywhere else doesn't mean. I mean, discounting spin-offs. Just because it hasn't been anywhere else.
Alright, yeah, that was a really dumb thing to say.
It's alright.
You just got me by the balls.
I get that train of thought because I almost like tripped up when I thought about it. I'm like, Mario's not exclusive. It's just only on Nintendo consoles.
I'm just saying it's really dumb that some of these games are exclusive. Some of them shouldn't be exclusives.
Oh, definitely.
That's because of the company that makes them wants to own.
I fucking get it, Jake.
Now, if it was Ubisoft going, yeah, guess what? Assassin's Creed 17 is only going to be on the PlayStation Vita. Well, you did that.
It's because of money. It's because
kind of dumb.
it's really only because of money.
I agree with you. I hated Xbox when they made Tomb Raider exclusive for a year.
But
it's not exclusive anymore. Like, why the fuck doesn't Xbox have Uncharted? It's essentially the same fucking thing.
Because Uncharted is owned by Sony.
Yeah, they own Naughty Dog.
It's not that Xbox owns. It's not that Xbox owns Tomb Raider.
That's a timed exclusive.
It's just they paid money to have it be an exclusive.
A timed exclusive.
Yeah, they paid money to have it be exclusive.
I would love to see Halo on the PS4. Why don't they do that, Aaron?
Yeah, why isn't like Microsoft?
Because Sony doesn't care about Halo anymore.
I mean, to be fair,
And because, well, I know what you're trying to say. It's because Microsoft owns fucking Halo.
I don't think you know what you're trying to say.
But it would be cool for it to be on there, but it's not.
well, the fun part is that Bungie now gets to make their shit on everything and make stuff that's apparently not that great.
How come I can't play Mario on my Genesis?
My God,
I'm done speaking.
Alright, well, before you're done speaking, what did you give Red Dead Redemption?
Probably the only person that gave it a 5.
might be.
I gave it a 0.
Yeah,
I also gave it a 0.
I gave it a 2.
Oh man, it's disappointed me. It was out of 4.
Okay, you have to admit that's funny. Like, beyond the shit where
I just feel that this podcast isn't going to happen next week. Our run of 2 days.
I mean, to be fair, it is boring as fuck sometimes.
Well,
Okay, let's move on to Yakuza.
Yeah, our last dad game, Yakuza 4.
the game. Why did I choose Yakuza 4?
Because you had a lot of things to say about it. I would have preferred 3.
I know.
3 is more deadly.
It was really sad because I was fucking. I was sitting at work and I'm like, man, why did we choose Yakuza 4? That one's weird because there's so many characters and Kiryu doesn't come up until like, why the fuck did I? Oh my god.
Anyway, Yakuza 4 is the 4th game in the series. 5th if you include Yakuza 0. And for about a 4th of the game, you play as a dad.
Yeah, well,
A quote-unquote dad. He has an orphanage.
and an adopted daughter who's the child of his 2 best friends who are dead.
Yes.
It's real awkward.
Yes.
I don't know anything about Yakuza.
It's
You spend your time at bars, drinking, playing darts with the man with one eye.
I fight people.
And you can throw bicycles at people.
And motorcycle. Well, motorcycles if you're playing as the right character.
You're also attacked. No, that's 5.
Yep.
I don't remember a lot from 4. I kind of breezed through because they didn't put like the side quests on the map.
Yeah, you kind of have to do a guide to get all the side quests. Kind of pain in the ass.
Didn't somebody like? Don't you have to do some ridiculous things just for like bulletproof armor? For like one boss fight?
You have to do something on every single character to get a piece of the set that finally blocks bullets, which is only really good for the final fight of
Not related to the final fight of the game.
Yes, not related to Final Fight the game, but for the final battle, it's really good for Cop Boy.
Yeah, because he ends up basically fighting a firing squad.
It's so
It
disgusting.
sucks.
It's so God.
So anyway, I assume we're gonna talk about it now.
Yeah,
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 3.
I give it a 0.
0.
Oh man, here's the point of mediocrity!
Is that 3 sevens?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's good. How many? Just out of curiosity, how many 7s we have right now?
I think we got like 4.
We're up to 4. Oh wait, no, 5 because of Wetrix. Because fucking Wetrix hit 7. So now we get the fun of placing them. I'm
glad we got one game that's not gonna be hard.
Which one's that?
The 4.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's no fucking.
So we're looking at 8s first.
Hold on.
Well, our highest was only 8, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
8, 7, 7, 7.
Alright. There are no other 8s.
Oh, right. 8 Eyes got a 9.
Yes.
Sweet.
So
Cool. We don't have to argue that one.
Bioshock.
Yeah, it's just gonna be these other 3 games.
Oh shit. Yeah. Final Fight got a 5. Well, do we want to tackle the 7s or the 5s?
Let's just go with the 7s and work our way down.
Because that's gonna be the most heated one, I guarantee.
Alright, so Wetrix is above Banjo Pilot. And now we have God of War 4, Yakuza 4, and Red Dead Redemption.
So, do you guys agree that God of War and Red Dead are over?
No.
No? You don't
No,
agree?
Wetrix is the best 7 we've got.
I don't
No,
know.
it's not. Well, I mean, considering it got pretty high reviews, I'm actually inclined to give that a bit more.
I'm thinking we put all 3 of these games underneath Banjo Pilot in some order.
No, God of War's gotta go up.
We can't do that.
Uncharted 4 so low that everybody's gonna hate us for not.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
What are we talking about?
We're placing the 7s now.
Oh, Wetrix then, I guess.
well,
So, are we all in agreement that Wetrix is our best 7?
I want to go with God of War. Not try to rub it in. I really like God of War.
I do too. Admittedly, I kind of like the idea of giving Wetrix at the top. Fuck, but I feel bad because I feel like I can't fairly give Red Dead anything because I haven't played it. So my skew is towards God of War 4 because that's the only God of War game I even played anyway. But
So, you guys want to go, let's say, God of War, Red Dead, Yakuza? Somewhere in that order?
I'd say God of War, Red Dead, Wetrix.
oh no, we already agreed Wetrix is at the top, dude.
Oh, did we agree?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it matters. I don't think the podcast is happening next week.
I only say that order because we had 2 people who played God of War and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure Aaron's enjoyment of Red Dead outweighs my enjoyment of Yakuza 4.
I'm not a fan of Yakuza, so you can put that wherever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that it's the bottom of the 7s. And I guess they're all going to be above Banjo Pilot.
Yeah.
They all get to be above the point of mediocrity.
Okay.
And now we struggle with the 5.
Yeah.
How many 5s are there?
There are now 3: Tales of Berseria, State of Decay 2, and
Final Fight.
Final Fight.
I'm fine with whatever you guys
I
do.
would honestly put Final Fight over Tales.
I would put it over.
Because I feel like Hager's a more enjoyable protagonist.
Yeah,
I would also go with Final Fight.
it's easily even just as a legacy series. I mean, you can make the argument for Tales being a legacy series, but oh boy,
But we're not talking about the series. We're talking about the individual games.
true. Yeah, Mike Haggard puts out Murder Boner,
Wait, so is that all?
Revenge Boner, or whatever. Yeah,
Because we don't need to debate that 4.
the 4.
All right, let's debate.
Yes.
What's 4?
Octo Dad
All right, so Octo Dad, is it over Octo Dad or is it under Octo Dad?
is what?
Octo Dad. Are we putting it over Octo Dad or is it under Octo Dad?
Is Octo Dad above Octo Dad?
Yeah, is it Octo Dad?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh my
no,
God.
No, Octo Dad is underneath Octo
No,
Dad.
I think it should be over Octo
No.
Dad.
No.
All right, agree to disagree. We'll put it under Octo Dad.
Yeah, fine.
That's fair.
As long as Octo Dad comes first.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, we're good.
Oh.
We got it then.
I was a little worried that nobody was picking up on that. I'm like, I'm trying to. All right, well, here's with the final list. What are we at right now?
Alright, so at top of the list, Mario Odyssey 14.
I don't think that's ever a good beat.
It might.
we could
Fortnite might come up.
We could hit a 15.
That's gonna get fucking big.
That might get tagged. Alright. Mario Odyssey with the 14, Smash 64 with 14, Elder Scrolls 4 with 13, RE3 Remake with an 11, 8 Eyes with a 9, such a missed opportunity. And it's all my fault. Bioshock 2.
I'm just glad 8 Eyes is up there. It's one of our best games.
Bioshock 2 with an 8, Wetrix and down our list of 7s, Wetrix, God of War 4, Red Dead Redemption, Yakuza 4, Banjo Pilot, Final Fight with a 5, Tales of Berseria with a 5, State of Decay 2, 5, Octo Dad, The Lone 4, Shadow the Hedgehog 3, Uncharted 4, 2, Persona, and then our zeros, Persona 2, Innocent Sin, Mega Man Soccer, Sonic Chronicles, The Dark Brotherhood, and Mass Effect Andromeda. At the bottom.
Again, where it belongs.
It's so good. So yeah, that is the master list as it continues to grow, and God forbid it gets to a point where I have to spend 5 minutes talking. Just
Well,
I think when it gets to that point, we'll just put in the new additions or something.
and just explain where they are in the tier.
yeah,
or
I think what
something.
we could do is every maybe month or something like that, do it once, just explain the whole list. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm putting it in the description. So if anybody, it'll be spoilers. It'll be current.
Oh man,
it'll be
that
current.
description's gonna be a mile long.
Oh, that's true because there's only 500 characters limit. I think.
Is that?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I might have to do a part 1 for the first
just
week.
link. No, just link to a fucking Google Doc or something.
There we go. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that.
There we go.
So that'd be easy.
Well, should we move into the news?
Well, I figured since we have the list, we could get the audience, whatever audience we have.
Oh,
to
yeah,
play
for
along
next
with
week,
us. What we decided on for last week, and then realized we could do a theme. We have Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, basically the initial bit of Gen 4.
I'm just gonna throw this out here. There's news coming out on the 22nd for another new Pokemon game.
And it's okay. So besides Snap,
Besides Snap, but there's another game.
I still don't think it's going to be the remakes.
But
it's a little too early.
But it's a rumor to be Let's Go the second
Johto.
gen.
Yeah, Johto.
But how funny would it be? And this is being recorded. This is recorded before the next direct for Nintendo. But how funny would it be if it's like a remaster of Diamond and Pearl?
and we're right on time.
that's the whole point I was trying to get.
That would be fantastic, and I will lose my shit on this podcast if it does that.
They better not be like the Gen 3 remakes, though, because those were fucking terrible.
What?
They were. They didn't have the Battle Frontier.
Too much water, I know.
No, Aura's was good.
ORAS was not that great.
It was good.
They had good megas and shit, but they really
was better than Gen 3 vanilla.
Sapphire is Gen 3, right?
Yes.
Emerald was way better than ORAS.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
They didn't have the full Battle Frontier. I remember them having... They had something.
It looked good. That was about it.
They didn't have all the...
I don't know. I still think ORAS is solid. I think it might be better than Gen 8.
Alright, well, let's...
That's
The people are waiting to see what games
Yeah,
are going to play.
alright. So, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, obviously those are linked together, because of course they are. Fable 3, Pac-Man Party, Naughty Bear, and if you don't know what that is, you look it up. And Perfect Dark. Oh, I guess I should have said that to Pac-Man Party too. If you don't know what that is, look it up.
Yes, definitely.
It's weird. Surprisingly fun for me for some reason. I'm apparently an oddball.
It was out of spite for Josh, I think. You liked it out of spite.
No. It was. I remember the video because I'm like, I'm legitimately having fun. You're like, yeah, Josh hated this fucking game, and I'm like, and I went into
He also hated the Tamagotchi party, and I don't understand that.
Yeah, I think I was winning in that game, or one of us was winning, and then he just rage quit and he turned.
It was
the
an
system
earthquake,
off.
and it was weird.
I'm like, I'm actually fucking winning at a game for once, and that.
All right. Well, so yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one, especially since we have a Pokemon game on there, because
Yeah,
that's
Naughty
gonna
Bear.
be. And it's
We have to limit how much we talk about it, because, like, 3 of us here have, like, ridiculously played Pokemon.
Yep.
I think 4 of us might have.
Well, you didn't really.
Well, yeah, I guess not that.
You played Platinum.
No,
you didn't play Diamond and Pearl.
I did it after, not after it came out.
Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah.
I don't think. You
Should we
did.
add Platinum to that, too?
No, because
Platinum's a
Platinum
different
fixed
game.
it.
It is different, but it's
It
still
is a different
Gen 4.
game.
So we're just specifically talking
Would
about...
you consider
Diamond
Emerald to be the same as Ruby and Sapphire?
Pearl. Absolutely not.
So there's your answer.
Yeah, no. Platinum fixed a lot of things with Diamond and Pearl.
So does that mean that Emerald or Platinum could be on another list?
It could be,
Could be.
Okay. I just wanted...
but I don't think you played Diamond and
Is that
Pearl.
Is that the one where you have a character behind you?
No.
No. That's,
I'm very sure I played all of them.
I
also
don't think.
Just keep talking.
I know you played Platinum
It's like the greatest remake ever.
because I sold you Platinum.
One of them.
They're so fucking good.
It's the best Pokemon remake. You know what I do want them to remake? Coliseum and XD.
Oh, God, if only.
Platinum is
that
the
could be...
third release of that.
Okay, then yeah, I can.
Either that
It's speculated that
I
that
guess I
could be
played that
coming.
Gen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
because
But it's not the same.
Because-
game.
Okay.
the only thing I'm terrified about is
I know I
if,
fucking played
if it's
it.
not just a remaster, because if it is a remaster, then we're gonna get all those cool, unique animations for all
Yeah.
Pokemon. Because whoever made it, I can't remember their names,
Remove
but
the
they
names.
put in
Remove
work.
the news.
They're really pumping out remasters of Pokemon. I'm surprised we haven't seen a remaster of
I'm
Pokemon
just gonna
Stadium.
hit 30 minutes, so we're
I
gonna
can
ramble.
for that. Yeah, we're pretty much at the ramble.
Can I say something real fast? Because I was gonna say this in my opening, I forgot, and as soon as it moved on, I'm like, oh yeah. So I was gonna say, Fortnite Season 3, Chapter 3, whatever, or Chapter 2, Season 3, came out this week.
No one gives a shit.
I do. That's
That's what I'm trying to say real fast, because I was gonna say it in my opening. But basically, they turned the whole half the island into water. So.
Yes. Gen 3 confirmed.
So if you love swimming, there you go.
Cool.
So that's all I want to say. We can move on.
Yeah, no, I'd be down for Stadium, Coliseum, XD.
I noticed
I
how
think
you're.
Hey, you Pikachu?
I noticed you're leaving out Battle Revolution.
Battle Revolution is fine, but I would prefer, if they're gonna do Battle Revolution, just make a new
But that's
equivalent to Battle
that's so
Revolution.
many animations.
Which is stupid now because of the Switch, but Battle Revolution is just kind of...
That's what they're kind of doing. They're
Yeah,
kind of like
it was
making
Stadium
new
3.
versions of... They're not like remakes. Like Pokemon Snap, I was like, is this a sequel or is this like a revamp more than a remaster?
Yeah.
It's like a revamp,
Yeah,
not like a remaster, because, you know, there's Gen 8
It's a
Pokemon.
sequel.
I saw a
It's a
fucking...
sequel.
It's kind of like a... Yeah, but
But
it's
if
not
it-
made by the same people.
If we're talking about Pokemon games that need a sequel, it's Conquest.
There are
And
games
you're wrong
that-
if you say that I'm wrong.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying the priority you seem to think is a bit skewed.
No. I didn't have fun with Snap. We don't need a new one. I'll say it.
I had fun with Snap.
You're wrong.
Snap was alright.
Pelting Pokemon,
Not worth $60, but
pelting Pokemon with infinite apples is a blast.
Yeah, well, taking over Japan is a blast too.
ask America.
Well, okay then. Maybe we shouldn't talk.
You're the one that fucked with my boats.
It's
It's the best meme ever. It's like,
it's surprisingly
didn't nuke
accurate.
Germany. It's like, well, you're the one that fucked with my boats.
But yeah, God, a Coliseum remake would just.
Those are my favorite Well, not my favorite Pokemon games, but they were so much fun back in the day.
They were so unique, and I think that's the thing I look back on the most is like how unique they were.
Except that you couldn't steal other people's Pokemon like they advertised.
They never. Wait, what?
I don't know. I assume they.
You're more or less saving.
I don't want to
Yeah,
save Pokemon.
which
I want
is-
to steal them.
But you can't be a villain in a Pokemon game because it's for kids.
Now, if you use the game, what's the game cheat?
Oh, the action replay.
The action
You
replay.
could steal Pokemon.
Yeah.
I love stealing the dude with the afro, the Pokeball afro.
Mirror B.
Yeah.
Mirror B is the
Where-
greatest
where he's got
Pokemon
the
villain of all
dancing-
time.
The Ludicolo.
Yeah. It's mine.
I think you could capture the whole team too with that.
Yeah, I think so too. And then the game just ends, or that battle just
Yeah,
ends.
it's dense.
God. He's part of the reason why I even give a shit about Ludicolo. I didn't use one for a long time, but when I started using one, I realized I'm like, this is actually a good Pokemon, and Mirror Me does not use them to their full potential.
You see, I never got used to Ludicolo because I always played Ruby, and I got Shiftry.
It's
and
just the fucking hands. Fucking Ludicolo.
I got Shiftry, and let me tell you, I got shafted.
Oh yes.
Because Shiftry is so bad at Shiftry.
Shiftry is really cool looking and so bad.
Isn't in Ruby
It doesn't get any grass moves.
It gets Bullet Seed.
Yeah.
Cypher's the Sapphire
Bullet
one,
Seed for
right?
Gen
What?
3.
Sapphire or Scyther's the Sapphire,
I think it's in red.
and then Zangoose is the
Oh, you're talking about
Survivor.
Viper.
yeah.
Oh,
You were saying
Scyther.
Scyther.
I was like, are you going back to red and blue now?
I was thinking,
But-
did they
but-
put Pinster in that game too?
But
That
so
would be
isn't
nice.
but isn't the red one or the Ruby? Isn't he better than the
Is Zangoose better than Seviper? I don't think so.
And that's what I thought.
Zangoose is pretty good. He's average.
The thing Zangoose is immune to poison as its ability, and then I don't know what the fuck Survivor's abilities are.
I think Seviper's just a better Arbok, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never used either of them because I don't really like their designs all
It
that much.
doesn't. It doesn't really have its moves.
Arbok's got a
per
pretty good
se.
design.
Oh, I like Survivor way more.
It's got like a gold. It's
I
shiny.
would
It's like
rather use an
gold.
Arbok. I'm just saying. I would rather use an Arbok over Seviper.
I don't like Arbok. I got forced to use one in a Nuzlocke, and I was grumpy the whole time.
I had to use one in my my Wonderlock.
Oh god.
He was my last Pokemon, my last original Pokemon.
Oh really?
Yeah, Sneaky Sneck was my last Pokemon that I had to do. And it was very unfortunate, and then I just kept getting pelted with things that were weak to rock.
Oh, is that the lock that you were doing while I was doing? I was doing one of my runs of Sun.
It might have been, because this was...
Because you were bitching about it, and you're like, everything I have is weak to rock types, and I'm
Yeah.
at the rock person.
No, it was later in the game, because
Oh.
it was when Necrozma shows up in its true form.
It was one young lad showed up, and Jeb's like, "Oh, this is a kid."
And
the kid's
literally
like, "Fuck
everything.
you."
I had bug and fire types going into Necrozma.
Oh.
And Necrozma just decided, hey, be a real shame if I use my signature move, which is rocks in your face.
Yeah.
And it one-shotted everything on my team. And so I said, you know what? Pokebang, help me out here. And I brought in my water team, and I just fucking swept it.
Nice.
I deserved it.
I did a limited level run of Ultra Sun because I think I did it in Sun as well. That's how I play most of those games. I only allow myself to grind up to a certain point so that the game's actually fun. So
Has
it's
a challenge.
challenging, not fun. It's fun for me to have a challenge in Pokemon. My favorite memories are always winning by the skin of my teeth. So, I got to Necrozma like 20 levels below it. And I was like, shit. And then I threw out my my Zoroark, and it turned into something that was weak to Psychic. And so I killed Necrozma because it kept using Psychic moves on my Zoroark, and I was like, yes! That was an accident. I'm very proud of it. Well, I'm not proud of it, I'm just happy that it happened. It's hard to be proud of something you didn't plan. But, yeah, no. I would be down for a revamp of Colosseum just to... I don't know. Because, like, the problem with, wow, I am just blanking. The words are not working. Mystery Dungeon. The Mystery Dungeon revamp didn't add any new Pokemon. Like,
Didn't it add Mega Evolutions?
It added Megas.
For some reason?
Because they just want to remind us what they've taken away from us.
Nintendo giveth, Nintendo taketh away.
Pretty much.
Actually, it's more of Game Freak.
But, like, I don't know. It was just crappy to be like, oh, good, we're still only working with up to Gen 3.
I haven't actually played it. I own the game, but I haven't actually played it yet. I played like maybe 5 hours of it. I'm to Mount Thunder at Zapdos. I think that's where I'm at.
Is that after you go on the run? You're on the lam?
No, it's before. I'm happy that I've seen, though, they made Evolution after Rayquaza and Sky Tower. They made that easier. You don't have to go find, like, link cables.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You don't have to do that anymore. Like, you can upgrade. You just have to meet a level requirement and have, like, a certain amount of items, I think.
But you still got to beat the game before you can level up?
Yes.
Okay.
Or evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
There's evolution crystals, which...
Yeah, that's what they are.
Which is a pain in the ass until you find the one dungeon that always gives you evolution crystals. And then I was just raping them in. The only thing I don't like is that, once again, they've taken something away by evolving your main Pokemon. Originally, it was your portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's your scarf.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Like, are you fucking serious? And I saw like a fucking post on Twitter that's like, you don't understand. We're the crazy people who will refuse a legitimate power up to keep a scarf. And I was like, yes, because I never evolved any of my team.
Well, in that game, like, stats honestly don't matter as much as they do in the main games.
You can fuck it up pretty hard because there's no hard limit on stat boosts.
I would just run.
You just eat gummies for 7 hours and then bada bing, bada
Skitty
boom,
is just the most broken Pokemon in that game, though.
Look, Skitty can take a Wailord. Of course, Skitty's broken. Skitty is very durable.
2 to 5 hit moves. 2 to 5 hit moves in that game are just broken.
Oh God, yes. That's why
They still are in the remake.
Yeah, they're pretty fantastic, especially with abilities. Because I use a Scizor, and surprise, surprise, I use a fucking Scizor in anything I can get my hands on it with. Adaptability is fucking weird in that game, but multi-hit moves get boosted real hard, and it's so good. Not to mention you can boost moves' power, and it doesn't affect them getting affected by adaptability. Used to, apparently, but not in this game, which is awesome. My Scizor is broken.
My favorite thing was always linking moves together. I always link like Swords Dance and like some other move.
No.
Focus Punch in the original was really broken.
I never used it.
I think I could like in Explorers of Sky. I think I 2-shotted Darkrai with Focus Punch on my Riolu.
Damn. A fucking Riolu. That's pretty awesome.
That fight was always hard and I hated it.
I have not, in the sense part, I have only played the original Mystery.
What's Darkrai's signature move? It's like
I know it. I know it.
I don't even think it's a signature move. It's a go. It's
Is it Dark Void?
Yes.
Yeah, it's something like that. It would always either. It was almost at that point in the game. It was always like almost guaranteed to one-shot you. It was very, very strong.
One shot.
It almost did me.
Oh, because Dark Void just puts you to sleep in the main game.
It might not have been Dark Void. It was something. It wasn't Phantom Force because that wasn't out yet. It was like something else. I don't remember the move, but it did insane damage on me. And in the old games, not in the new ones, like if your partner dies, you lose too. But in the new games, they changed that. It's like
I will just carry your dead body on my back.
Yeah,
pretty much. I
Hell,
love that change.
Your main Pokemon can faint now, and you can still keep going.
And
Please
then
carry my dead body back to the Pokemon Center.
the last person to lose is just that's a loss.
Diglett, please save me.
Pretty much.
Save the party, Diglett. Just bounce us all in your head.
Yeah, so I mean the quality of the Mystery Dungeon revamp gives me hope for whatever they revamp next. But
Oh man, it's gonna be Pokemon Trozy.
Like I said, Hey You Pikachu.
I can't wait for.
I could go for Hey You Pikachu.
Is it on? Is it
I
on
own
Monday?
it.
Is the thing on
Well,
Monday?
no,
You own it?
Used to.
I don't own the thing to talk to Pikachu, but I own the game.
I
Pikachu's
had
on
both. I had
He's
a
always
I had a
talking to me.
Pikachu. I had a Pikachu N64 that came with that game.
Pokemon Channel.
I own that.
So do I.
Didn't we try and watch that?
I think so.
And I think we failed.
I loved that game so much as a kid. I would honestly get so excited when Delibird would bring me stuff.
I can't believe they're remaking Pokemon Dash.
No.
I can't believe they're remaking Pokemon Puzzle.
That one might be fine. People like that one.
Really?
Not Puzzle League, but Puzzle.
Has anybody downloaded the new Pokemon Smile?
What?
You know when you.
I made a joke about it by brushing my teeth.
Yeah,
chat.
I didn't see the
I didn't
thing.
get the joke.
I left it without context because I wanted you guys to figure it out.
Oh, I knew what the joke was.
Because I was like,
Yes.
so do you have like a toothache? Because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, and then you're like, you went in and I'm like,
It's like these teeth are... Wow, that voice crack. These teeth are going to be shiny from now on.
Oh my god.
Oh man, they're gonna be off colored. And
Who'd you
every
put-
time you open your mouth,
who'd you
stars
put-
gonna fly out.
who'd you put in your head? Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur.
Do you really only get the choice of those three?
I have no.
That's
fucking
terrible.
idea. All I know is
not
that
terrible, but
all I know is the guy from Midmax, Ben Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
He said he did it and just used his finger and it worked.
What?
Man, I really don't want to brush my teeth. I'll just go through the motions of brushing my
and
teeth.
the other guy on there, he actually has kids, and his daughter was using it with an actual toothbrush and it wasn't registering.
I want my money back. Even though
Have
it's
they
free.
released Pokemon Sleep yet?
No.
That might be in the next direct or whatever.
Oh man, I can't believe
They
it.
have a whole direct just for that.
Yeah, it's just the guy. It's just a Game Freak crew just sleeping.
Literally all
Like they just walk through the office, they're all asleep at their desks.
And then Darkrai
Yes.
comes out and gives them a nightmare, and that's when they release the Diamond and Pearl remakes.
Nice.
That would be actually very smart.
Speaking of free,
Game Freak, I know you're listening.
No, they're not.
did anybody download that free jump rope game that Nintendo released?
No.
No, but they're at like 200,000 jump ropes.
Yeah, I thought that's pretty.
Wait, they're
They are in fact counting the jump ropes.
Oh my god.
And now that I said it out loud, 200,000 doesn't sound like that many.
It's
I
not that
thought it was
many.
2 million.
Is it 2 million? I
I
don't
thought
know.
it was a million.
It might be 2 million. There were many jump ropes to be had,
Oh my god.
but I think it's only free until like August, and then they're gonna start charging money.
Really?
Oh good.
Just like Borderlands 2's latest DLC.
Ugh.
That was free, and now it costs like $15. Even
Yeah,
if you have the
it-
Handsome Collection. I was very pissed.
Wait,
It
so
was
if you
not.
had-
It's not worth $15.
if you
It's super boring.
if you have the Handsome collection, you don't get it.
No, you don't. You had
no,
to play it.
you had to download it separately.
Yeah, and they didn't say that it was only free for a limited time.
No, they did. They did.
They did?
Mhm.
I swear to God they didn't.
But
No, they
I
said
thought
because
if
it came
you
out
had-
in like June, and they're like, "Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna have to pay for this in August."
But I thought if you had the Handsome collection,
No.
it just came with it.
No, you get all the base game DLC, which is weird to say out loud, but
Because I actually praised them at the time, saying, "Hey, this is really good, service to your fans."
Right.
and then they're
No,
like, "Hey,
Aaron's-
by the way,
Aaron's going to their headquarters and taking his.
Even
praise
though I hate
back.
Randy Pitchford, but still,
You don't like his magic tricks?
he's just
Like,
an asshole.
like leaving him fucking porn and a
He promised
times.
salary bonuses to all of his workers, and then he said, "Nah, fuck you." Even though Borderlands 3 sold way
Yeah.
more than Borderlands 2, it's all coming to me.
Well, the problem is that it sold better, but the project cost was way higher. I mean,
and it also wasn't very good."
it doesn't make it okay that he still managed to get himself a bonus.
It's like all this money comes to me, guys. Remember, this was my idea in the first place.
Yeah, and that's also coming up. Let's just say allegedly, because we keep our asses from getting sued. Nobody's gonna watch this anyway.
Yeah, Randy Pitchford is now watching.
He's like, I got a magic trick for you. Here's a lawsuit. But I guess a couple years before that, there was some money that was going back and forth between him and another guy or something like that. I don't know.
That sounds reasonable.
I mean, he seems to have issues around money. Like, do you want to talk about fucking Colonial Marines and allegedly,
I loved his defense for that game. I love his defense. He's like, yeah, so you like aliens and you like
Colonial.
Gearbox. I mean, you put them together, you might not get something you like. I just remember him saying that. It's like, what? What is that?
The saddest part was that it wasn't a case of too short of a deadline. It was that Gearbox and specifically Randy just didn't give a shit.
Right.
And
because they wanted to make their game.
Because they wanted to make Borderlands
2.
Well, yeah. I mean, they got the contract for Colonial Marines before they finished Borderlands 1.
So cheap.
It took so long! And they dropped a fucking Obsidian-made RPG to make Colonial Marines.
That's reasonable.
Rip.
So fucked up.
Did anybody watch the EA E3?
No.
There was an EA E3?
I don't ever watch anything from EA. They suck.
I hate EA with a passion. The only thing I care about is Respawn.
They're releasing a $40 Star Wars Rogue Squadron or something like that.
Oh yeah, the VR thing.
That's the reason I brought it, because I know you like the.
I heard about Star Wars Squadrons. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like it's a fleshed out version of the little X-Wing thing they did.
All I know is if we can get more games like Jedi Fallen Order, I will be happy.
Yeah.
That was an amazing Star Wars game. I thought it was better, almost better than Force Unleashed. Literally, and that's kind of going out on a limb. I thought it was.
I don't like Force Unleashed.
I played Force Unleashed.
Oh, now we have a new game for the list.
I played Force Unleashed on the DS, so my
DS?
my views are a little skewed on that game. Don't worry though, I don't think it's great.
Jedi Fallen Order is amazing.
It is so
Oh, dude, Respawn deserves praise for that.
I just remember the DS one. They literally give you one choice, and it just changes the color of your ending.
Oh.
He was like, "Hey, do you want to stand with the Emperor? You do that, and then your friends cut your head off. Hey, you want to stand against the Emperor? You do that, or you do that, and the Emperor cuts your head off.
God.
You die either way. It doesn't matter."
Mexican standoff.
That's the end of the game, to be honest.
And oh man, that was beautiful. I remember going through the fucking the cannon segment. It's like, you gotta duck, use the cannon. It's gonna keep firing.
I remember the Emperor in Force Unleashed looked pretty low res and not very good.
I want to really good on the DS.
That is what I was gonna say. I would love to know what he looked like on the DS.
Oh, everything on the DS looked great.
Oh my god.
It looked like just a massive polygons put together.
That's what I hated about Phantom Hourglass. I was like, okay, I'm not a huge fan of 2D Zelda, but let's see what Phantom Hourglass is gonna look like.
But Phantom Hourglass could give us the best Zelda character.
Which is?
Lineback.
Lineback's alright.
He's the best character. He actually has development.
Okay, I didn't play enough. I got Phantom Hourglass with my DS Lite, and proceeded to not like the game.
Well, you see, Lineback's pretty cool. Okay. He's got a cool theme.
Okay.
I would.
He's got a good ship.
I would sit in his intro area where they introduce him, and I'm just gonna listen to his music for an hour. It was great.
Yeah.
So really nothing came out of EA. Just want to say there's sports coming.
Oh man, sports!
Wow.
There's sports in it up, dude. Is there another Madden?
I just want to say, yeah, the Madden's going so crazy. They're on a destroyed field. The only thing that's I don't know why.
Was it destroyed by X-Wings?
I don't know what it was destroyed by, but
Is that the one where they're like, "Yo, look how sweaty this guy is"?
That's what I loved about Sony's.
Okay.
They showed NBA 2K21 during Sony's presentation, not actual game footage, and then they show a dude sweating.
No, it was they literally just brought the guy's face up to the camera and he was sweating, and I'm like,
and I was like, okay, but where's the dude playing slots? That's the part I really care about, because that's what I'm paying for.
Oh, and by the way, every game's coming to Steam now. Just want to throw that out there.
Oh god, yes.
That was the major
Persona
takeaway.
4 Golden.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Came to Steam.
Why are you telling me? I know.
I
don't
didn't know
play
that.
on
you
PC.
did.
He's telling the
But
audience.
you're the only
He's
person
telling-
who probably has context for that.
I told you last week. I'm like, yo, did you see Persona 4 Golden?
Okay, well then I feel like an idiot.
That's what's when you're staring at me. He's like, I know. I told you that.
Oh my god.
Now I'm not the only person to feel like an idiot in this podcast.
No, I mean,
I feel like an idiot all the time.
I was gonna say I live my day in day out. I'm an idiot. I may act like I know what I'm doing, but it's just confidence.
pretty much.
But as soon as you guys leave and the camera goes off, man.
Jim just walks up with his head down.
Yep.
My God.
Just gotta walk away in shame.
I just go.
Go to my corner.
Glad my bluster paid off for another week.
I don't think they noticed.
For all two of you that are gonna watch this,
Probably me. Seeing any comments.
Dude, talking is hard. That's just what I'm gonna say. I may seem like
I could never be
No.
famous.
Talking is not hard.
If you release a
It's
sex
finding
tape, you might
coherent
be.
words to string together into sentences that make sense is hard.
It is the worst time ever to be a celebrity.
talking for a living is hard. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that. I've tried to stream, and Lord knows I run out of shit to talk about real fast. I even tried to bring in a.
Hold on. don't pay attention to him.
All right.
Just ignore him.
Don't
Our
worry.
producer's here.
Don't worry. It's just Brennan.
Wow! Kick him in the down. Kick him. Kick him.
Anyway.
Oh, Brennan, calm down.
God, Brennan.
It's one of Brennan's kids too.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the joke.
Oh God. Oh, I get it now. I get it. You said you were gonna explain after.
Yeah, I'm still gonna explain it.
Alright. What the hell? Yeah, talking is hard, and as much as I'm okay at it.
I learned that earlier.
What? Yeah, no.
Talking's hard, especially like you know what you want to say, but it doesn't come out the way you want it to be said.
It's even worse when it's with people you don't know, and you're just like, it's there, and I'm trying to get there, but like I've already made this too awkward, and I can't just walk away. I mean, I could, but that would make it even worse.
I'll say
You
it's
just flip the table and you leave.
I say
Well,
it's worse with cynical assholes who will capitalize and just make fun of you.
I mean, I am very much an asshole.
So am I.
Ask Brennan.
I mean, it wouldn't
I am
be,
relentless.
It wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be funny if we weren't, to some degree, kind of assholes. Because otherwise we'd just be touchy, like...
Touching each other?
Well,
No, thank you.
All right,
Go.
demonetized. Now copyright. Well, I don't know how to be copyright.
No, they say if you survive the first 5 minutes without cussing, you should be fine.
I thought it was only like 30 seconds.
I thought it was 10.
Oh, maybe it is 30 seconds. That's
I
even
thought it was
better.
10 minutes.
Either way.
I don't
Well,
know where this
that's
saying
just
comes from.
All right, fuck.
We're already way past that point. I don't think we haven't sworn that much.
We're probably in the 50s for total cusses.
Really? Well, there are.
I did say bitch
Yeah.
when he gave it a -5.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I literally flat out said "fuck you" to Phil when he gave Octo Dad, and that's 2 now because I just repeated myself when he gave Octo Dad a -5.
Because I've only seen bits and pieces of that game, and I look at it and I'm like, this is not for me. And I'm
Man,
like,
Octo Dad would have been at a 9 if
was-
not for you.
It was gonna be a 0, and I'm like,
There's
but
a lot
I
of
have a
games.
-5 to play with. Where do I want
You
to?
should have given it a 4
Okay,
because
first off-
Octo is 8.
First of all, I'm starting to figure out the pattern with Phil. The games that we don't think are gonna get high are gonna get high, but then Phil's like,
It's always you, man.
I know.
I mean, you did sandbag Wetrix last week.
Wetrix and now Octo Dad.
Imagine if 8 Eyes and Octo Dad both got 8s.
Honestly, if I had done my research before and found all those versions, I might have actually given it a positive number.
You were so positive on the weenie hands. You led me astray when you're like,
No, but I find the weenie hands stupid, but stupid funny. Which is fine, but I find Bugsnax horrifying.
I did find it horrifying when they ate the strawberry.
Because I literally yelled at the screen as it was happening.
Don't do it!
I was like, you monster! But, I mean, the weenie hands was, like, stupid funny, and I don't know. I'm sure that game will be fun for the people who want it. There was just way more stuff in that there was way more stuff than I was expecting that I liked in that Sony thing. So,
Well, I can't wait until July when the Xbox comes up.
Same.
We're going to have to do research. We're going to have to watch the Xbox.
You think I'm going to watch the Xbox one?
I think
You didn't even watch the PlayStation.
That's true. That's true.
I will.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I will watch the Xbox One,
Same
even
here.
though they would have to. Who was that?
I'm waiting for that Fable comeback, guys.
That might have been me. Fable.
Fable could make an amazing comeback. Can we all just say that? Like, it really could. Fable 3 wasn't that great.
Yeah, it was. It's
Find out next week. We'll all be talking about it.
Yeah, it's the one that I played. It was the saddest part.
I love Fable 3. It was great.
It was.
You get to kick chickens.
You were able to go to a room for the pause screen. That was pretty cool. You got your own pause screen butler.
Not only do you get to go to the pause screen.
Name one other game that you have a pause screen
That is
butler.
how you get to change
first
your
of all,
entire
don't be promoting
inventory.
it. Don't be promoting it up because somebody's going to come in with a -5.
I didn't. I don't remember what I used my -5 on because I have all my ratings for next week already.
I swear to God, no, you've
This is just to build hype. This is just to build hype for next week's. Not only do you go to a pause screen to go to the map, you have to go to the pause screen and then an entire other room to change your clothing and your weapons.
Also, you can't trade with other players who don't have the same DLC that you have
Yes.
installed.
Yes.
So if you have the black die installed and nobody else does, you can't trade with
That
them.
sounds like 2K, the wrestling game. Like, you want to download a character? Oh, I'm sorry, you don't have this DLC. You can't download them. Oh, it's just a nail? Oh, too bad. You can't download. Fuck you.
I mean, Smash Bros. Ultimate does that too.
Yeah.
But that's only with the Mii's and whatnot. You can't download the Teddy hat if you don't have the Teddy hat.
That makes sense.
What sucks is, I think with Fable 3 too, I think it was even with free DLC.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The black die. That
I don't
was
think
free.
the Black Dye was free.
No,
but
that was a free one.
was it?
I remember that one specifically.
I remember a hat too that was added for free, and it's just like, if you don't have this one specific fucking hat, you can't trade anything with me.
It was good. It was a great game.
I wonder if that was a bug fix.
I don't think
If
so.
it was that stupid, there must have been something that
Compared to Fable 2, it was fucking terrible.
Okay, so anyway.
Yeah,
We were building it up, now we're tearing it down!
Yeah,
Find out next week for more.
yeah. We still. I don't know. Hearing that Nintendo's got another announcement has got.
Yeah, it's the ARMS one for Smash.
I'm still waiting for a Zelda Direct. I don't know when I'm going to get that.
That's true, because that game's supposed to be... I think it's going to come out next year, because I think...
Zelda games don't come out back to back anymore, though.
They never did.
Yeah, they were always.
Ocarina of Time, Majora's
That's
Mask.
still
But
2
Majora's
years.
Mask is.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, Skyward Sword. I'm talking about 3D Zelda. Skyward Sword to Breath of the Wild, that was 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because the Wii U didn't really do too much, and they didn't really want to put all their eggs into the Wii U basket.
I could see Breath of the Wild 2 coming out next year.
Because
I can
think,
see them announcing
Well,
it
isn't
to come
20
out in 2022.
Isn't 25 feet... Yeah,
I mean,
25
If it's going to be 2022, it's going to be
Zelda next
March,
year.
like Breath of the Wild was.
Yeah, because that's kind of what they do with Zelda games. They're like,
It could be a
here's one at
launch
the start of
title.
the system, here's one at the end of the system.
It could be a
No
launch
in be-
title for the
No
next
in between.
console.
Okay, well, there's our 30-minute ramble.
Alright. So, anything. I mean, we've already talked about the.
That's all right.
Apparently, there's a Nintendo Pokemon announcement. Anything anybody's looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the Smash Bros. Thing, man. It's probably going to end up being another week to wait for the actual character to drop.
I still don't own Smash. It's a problem.
It's going to be Octo Dad.
I mean, as much as I technically
I'm
shit
pulling
on
for
it.
Headlock. I think Headlock's the long distance bet in that one.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be Spring Man or it's going to be Ribbon Girl. I'm like, no, it's going to be Headlock.
Headlock would be weird. Twin Tail would be cool.
Shouldn't have stretchy arms, though.
So,
They specifically said they have stretchy arms.
damn. Twin Tail's cooler.
Anything anybody want to promote before we go?
Check out the other podcast we're doing, if you made it to this point.
That's Jiv and I. We do a separate podcast that's called Cornucopia Bros. We talk about one topic the entire 30 to 50 minutes whenever we run. We might have special guests on someday.
So,
I'm looking at both of you if you guys ever want to join.
if you got a topic that I can join in on, I would be there.
Okay. And then
we get to hang out in my basement instead.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then check back every day for clip of the day.
I need to get you some clips. I have some stupid ones.
All right.
So do I.
I've got
Yeah.
a-
Oh,
Especially in Breath of the Wild Master Mode. Some of them are funny.
I think your YouTube channel is called Aaron Smith, right?
Thanks for revealing my name.
Is that not your channel?
We did that in episode 1.
I'll blur it out if you don't want me to. But I did. There's a video
His
clip.
name is Aaron Smoth.
Aaron Smooth.
Aaron Small.
There's
Anyway.
a video clip that you did with Call of Duty, which is I don't think I've from any streamer or any video I've never seen. We're fucking 5. I don't know if it's 5-on-5, right?
It's called a clean 5-man.
Yeah.
And one of them was a collateral.
It's one
And
of the
you-
dirty
and
Clean
you're
5-man, that sounds weird.
These fucking idiots just kept like, oh, hey, there's a sniper. I don't want to ruin it, but go check it out.
It looks like bots, but I'm telling you, they're not bots.
It was pretty good. I liked it on the podcast or the channel. So, well, I guess with that being said, you send us away.
Well, I was gonna say I have a Twitch channel which doesn't really mean anything until I'm moving, but I do want to start streaming at some point. I'll worry about plugging that when I'm actually doing it.
I do get the Twitters in the bio. I don't know if you have a Twitter.
I don't ever use
I
it.
don't know if you tweet.
I don't really tweet either. I just kind of like.
You could link mine.
If people follow
Alright, well,
me, I tweet.
If you guys remember the episode where Squidward and SpongeBob are doing the talent show, and
I've never seen that one,
both
actually.
Squidward's face and SpongeBob's face is out there, and they're booing Squidward and cheering for SpongeBob. It's a morphed picture of Squidward's head, but SpongeBob's face is on there. So how do you react to that?
I don't know. That sounds horrifying. Let's not talk about that.
That's my picture on Twitter, though.
Ooh.
All right, well, let's check it out. Put it in the link. I'll put it in the link below.
You know, mine's. I don't even know what my Twitter picture is. It's something more
Is it like
appropriate.
a shark?
Let me. Okay.
No, that was
Why you're looking for that?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
you
Discord.
got the sneaking up the senpai girl. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes!
Senpai.
I
Senpai.
So this is a little tangent. I have Twitter on my computer, but I'm not logged in. So when I'm trying to get yours, it's like I usually go through Jacobs because I'm not following you. Ew. But anyway, so
How
you
horrifying.
have to be logged. You can look at stuff if you're not logged in, but you can't go to people. You can't look at people who's following and followers. So it was a hell of a time trying to find you because I always go through Jacobs to get to yours, and that was just a pain in the ass. It's just,
Okay.
So all right, well that will end it.
Cool.
We will see you guys whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably next week.
Probably next week.
Or Thursday if you're me and Aaron.
Later.
See ya.
Goodbye.